lack of good deals continues to serve as the number one excuse I hear for why people struggle to buy mobile home parks. Ironically, deals pop up all the time. In over 7 years, I have averaged 21 offers per year, so about 2 a month. And I operate and source in a tight geography with tight deal criteria. If you believe those saying they can't find good deals, then it shouldn't be possible that I am making this many offers. It just shouldn't. So why do I come across strong deal flow? Do I just cold call more? Am I just better at cold calling? Am I overpaying? What's going on here? Gun to my head, I believe I see this much deal flow because I have an effective strategy and strong understanding of market trends. I know exactly what I'm looking for, and I only operate in a handful of markets. So I can grow an intimate understanding of who and what and where I am deal sourcing. But it might be simpler than that. I am actually looking. I have come across so many people over the years that say that they can't find deals, but it turns out they actually don't spend very much time deal sourcing. But let's assume you are putting in the time and don't expect success to just fall into your lap like many do. First, if you know who you are and what you want, then you can apply that to what mobile home parks you seek to purchase. Then, if an opportunity hits, you can decide, yay or nay, really quickly. Trust me, haste wins deals. You have got to move quickly. If you find yourself saying, "I'll look at any good deal," then I'm sorry, but you just don't have a clearly defined strategy. You need to be able to quickly and concisely explain what your criteria consist of and what types of returns you seek. Otherwise, you'll get bogged down in analysis paralysis and possibly never strike on a deal. Second, let's talk market analysis. Simply put, you need to know what true market rent is and where it's going. You also need to understand what operational plays will work and what won't, and in what markets. For example, if you choose to sell off-market-owned homes, do all markets behave the same? Of course not. So if you don't fundamentally understand the market you pursue, then you might miss. But to end off, I want to pull an example from the stock market. If I told you you could buy Google IPO stock for $50 per share higher than peak pricing on day one, would you have bought it? Well, hindsight is 2020. Truth is, at the time, most of us would have said absolutely not. Back in 2004, Google was not what it is today. Thinking back on that time, I'm not even sure I used Google as a search engine for years after that. But if you had said yes to over-market pricing, you would have probably over 30x'd your money. Let's apply this to mobile home parks. If you source in a market where fair pricing is $30,000 per pad and you see an opportunity for $40,000 per pad, you are not wrong in complaining that that is 33% over market pricing. That's not a fair price. It's absolutely overpriced. No disagreement there. Who would buy that? I'll tell you who would buy that. Someone that has conviction that the price will go up. If you were in that same situation, but you had conviction that pricing would reach $50,000 per occupied pad within 12 to 24 months, then you would be buying for a serious discount to the tune of 20%. It all comes down to this: how high can rent go? If you think high, then you aren't overpaying. If you think rent will stay flat, then you have solid reason not to buy. But at the end of the day, time will tell which of these two parties will be correct. Unfortunately, for those thinking rents will be flat, there are tons of buyers who believe rents will be higher. Like it or not, those buyers will continue to push market pricing, even in a climate of rising interest rates and economic uncertainty that we are facing during the recording of this episode. And because those buyers exist and are able to continue buying, you will continue to hear people complain that not enough good deals exist. Define your strategy. Understand and adjust to markets. Strike fast.